Y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot Incorporated. This is going to be, excuse me, your reading for what's today? July the 15th, 2022. Yesterday I told you I was going to put your reading out early today. So I went ahead and put the cards down that came out. So I hope everybody is doing well. Now, you can consider yourself the top row, or you can consider yourself the bottom row. Okay. Hey, Reese, how you doing? I haven't forgot about you, Reese. Okay. We have a lot of transitions coming up or in the midst right now. Today, the 16th, right? Yeah. So today we had, and y'all know I do Vedic Sidereal on my channel. For the people who do not know, I do not practice Western astrology, okay? So July the 16th, we are leaving Gemini and going into Cancer today, all right? And Cancer season, Vedic Sidereal, will be from July the 16th until August the 16th, and then August the 16th through September the 16th, 15th, you know. Will be Leo season. Okay. So no, I'm not in Cancer. This channel is, we're not at the end of Cancer. We are just beginning Cancer on my channel. Right. So the other day we talked about air energy, right? Mercury is over here. Mercury is Gemini, is Virgo, but third house is Gemini, right? So leaving air element and moving into water. So a lot of us will be, as a collective, because this is a collective reading, not a personal. All right. So you just get the messages that you can retrieve, receive, and resonate with this collective message. So moving from air, mental thoughts, wanting also, communication, a process of communication. Somebody having Mercury, Gemini, third house, the courage and the willpower to express their thoughts. Both of you or one of you, could have been very much in your mind, really processing a lot of things, thinking about what you want. How do you want to go about it? What will be your next move? Because Mercury, even though it wasn't in a retrograde energy, that was a couple of months ago, Mercury still is an energy where it's time to recalculate something, to put it back before you and to go over the pages and take the eraser, and recalculate, write new numbers down, put out some type of formula, and then see how that formula is going to work for you, as a process, as a map. That's what they told me. I'm not going to argue with it. Okay. So leaving that mental. Now, I'm not going to say we totally are leaving it, but you being in your mind, also this person is being urged now to express those feelings and emotions instead of just holding it in their head, either listening to their intuition or not listening to their intuition. And the same with you, right? Everything just going over in your conscious mind. But now moving from air into water is going to be either somebody will be holding emotions, okay, just like they were holding thoughts or you were holding thoughts. Now somebody may have a challenge that they will be, or you, right, holding their feelings and emotions, because waters is cups, okay, and swords are mental or thoughts. So that's going to be happening. The Sun and Mercury in Cancer, fourth house. And where is it? Fourth house came out here along with Neptune. All right. So it may be still some confusion on your part, their part, both of y'all part. Now, it also could be some confusion still in things that you need to get settled in situations around your home, job, money, whatever it may be. Okay. Hey, Stagner. So, I always speak about Neptune, which is a confusing energy. Neptune will have you very foggy about your thoughts. Now, with Vedic Sidereal, I really don't know with Neptune, and I don't keep up with Uranus or Pluto. Well, not Uranus. I don't keep up with Pluto and Neptune like that. So you would need to look in your chart and see where Neptune and possibly, since I'm saying Pluto, and see where those two planets is placed in what house, because Neptune did come out. Okay, now I refer Neptune to Pisces by the energy. But, a lot of you also may still need to, work on listening more to your dreams. Okay. Recalculating and planning out how you want to go about your vision, whatever your vision may be right now. Yes, Neptune brings a lot of rules and regulations, just like Saturn. And Saturn has now moved out of Aquarius and into Capricorn as of 3 or 4 days ago, about 3 days ago or so, right? But the Neptune energy, it'll keep you in that, that mind frame where you or the other person don't really want to confront each other, right? And to talk about what's going on. So you or the other person or both of you will do things as a way to escape, like exercise a lot, overeat as a sense of indulgence, hiding their feelings, emotions, trying to not think about their thoughts or their racing thoughts. It also can be gambling, drinking, liquor. Some people like to have multiple affairs or sexual encounters as a way to ignore their true feelings that they really have for one person, but they try and numb the pain by going from person to person and person to person. Some people like to just turn up the music real loud and just blast the music as a way to drown their sorrows or to tune out their own thoughts. So that is a way to, disregard intuitively what's going on instead of making the sacrifice, making a mental choice through courage and willpower and taking a stand or making some type of boundary. All right. Instead of keeping it idealized, it's time to make it some type of reality or a reality, staying cool and chill. I'm just going to chill out. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm not going to fuss and fight, because some of you have already came from some type of dramatic issue, whether it was a previous fight, argument that made this situation to what it is right now. And that could have caused the ghosting and the distance, whether it's been days, weeks, months, or years now. Right? All right. So Cancer 4th house is stability, right? Feeling supported, being supported financially, emotionally, especially with Cancer. That's water. And like I said, water is emotion. So 4th house is about a level of support. So you or the other person could be feeling like, if I go or try to come back to this person, will they understand me, or can they still be the person that can support me emotionally? It may not even be about money, especially if they're a Cancer or a water sign. All right. Because they need to figure out or find a person, a situation, a sense of stability that makes them feel secure. Now, you don't have to be a Cancer sign, but you could still be feeling like this 4th house. Like, what does make you feel secure right now? And you've been thinking about it, right? Mercury, 3rd house, Gemini. But now you're going to be coming out of that and going into an emotional, emotional evaluation is what I hear. Because as you did things in the past, that's going to have to change. And that's going to be where the reading comes in now, right? And like I said, support your home base and or family. Some of you, this, could be your family that has broken up. Maybe the child's mother or the child's father has left the home, whether you were married to them or it was some type of living situation. But even if they didn't live with you, it still was some type of family based, right? You could have had kids, they could have had kids, and maybe it was just a blended family. But that could have also been the sacrifice for a lot of you, right? That the blended family was broken up due to the dramatic issues. Also could be Leo and or Pisces. Both the Sun and Neptune and Aries energy, or Mars, I should say, brings dramatic, drama, dramatic, going overboard, however you want to say it, right? Now, some of you also could be thinking about traveling here, or this person is thinking about traveling towards you, or you may be thinking about traveling toward them. But one of you is feeling like, will this person accept me? If I see this person, if I talk to this person, if I have the courage to talk to them and to reach out, will they act, or reciprocate like a level of support emotionally, right? Will they understand? Because Mercury over here also is about communication. It's about the analyzation, It's also about awareness. Many thoughts about or from a situation that could have been a sacrifice, a confusing, unenlightened communicative talk that did not happen. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Your first card was the spiritual union here with this card in reverse. So, I feel that both of you have been speaking telepathically, whether you remember that you have or not. Maybe it may not have been last night or the past couple of days, but it could have been, hey, Miss Linda, this is a spiritual union that you have with this person, whether you want to feel like you do or not, because both of you are human, right? So you're spiritual beings first, then you're humans. A lot of people tend to forget that they're not human first, then spiritual, because your shell cannot survive without a spirit or a soul in it. So the shell is useless without a spirit. So this is why you have a sense of spiritual connection emotionally, spiritually, with another person. But people get tied up or get more physically attractive or codependent on a physical relationship. And a lot of times that's what people miss. They don't even miss or understand the spiritual side. So this other person that you're dealing with also can be troubled with that they understand and see the passion and this is what they want, but they're lacking or seeing the spiritual union like you. So in other words, this turns you off. The level of desire, not even wanting to be with anybody that don't see the spiritual connection or union between the both of you. It can be that you or I don't know who I'm speaking to, top row, bottom row, whoever you feel that you are. Maybe you have evoluted. Maybe you have gained the awareness. Maybe you have gained the awareness through an enlightenment, through your transition, through your transformation. And that's what you were supposed to analyze, and that's what you were supposed to do. And until you understand intuitively that that's what you're going to receive, you are really more working on yourself, desiring yourself, doing more things for yourself, pampering yourself, learning how to love yourself even more. Until you do get this union, whether it's from this person or the person coming in next. So we have the Seven of Swords, deception and envy in reverse. Now, one thing about the Seven of Swords, it don't matter what deck it's in, Seven of Swords always returns back to the scene. Okay? So don't switch roles just because you say, well, I'm not a Seven of Swords, so I'm going to switch to the bottom row. No, you can't do that. Because some of you could have been doing some type of deception to your own self as a way of self-sabotaging because you did not let go of the situation or relationship when you intuitively found out. Spiritual union. When you started to lose desire about yourself and for this other person, you started being deceptive and not really telling them that you didn't want this anymore. And that's how you began to self-sabotage yourself. Some of you started sneaking away. Can be spiritually, telepathically, no more, reaching out or communicating to the person. So even though your card is in reverse, you're being clarified with a message of concern, because even though you left the scene or left this dramatic situation and or conversation with this person, spiritual union is always, your first card is the strongest. You still in the back of your mind or in your heart, okay, wonder still messages, because you're here looking at this reading, okay, not only through the tarot or oracle reading, but in the back of your mind, in your heart, in your intuition, you have a message of concern. You just ain't sending out yet. You can't fool me because I see it here. Now, you don't have to agree. You don't have to type nothing. Okay, that's your personal business. So because your root chakra is in reverse, okay, and this is you now coming out of anger, bitterness, being upset, learning, also working on yourself on how to trust people or situations again, right? And you were feeling very concerned about this, because you understand intuitively that this is something that you do not want to be. Okay, you don't want to be or act like a victim or victim mentality. You don't want to be angry. Some of you had started lacking energy. You started feeling or acting like life is a burden. Some of you started to be codependent on others when you as a person is very strong. Most people were codependent on you, right? But some of you were codependent on other people. Could be friends for communication and nurturing, and not so you would be lonely because this person was gone. Some of you also was addicted to some things, like I said, vices. Neptune, smoking too much. It could be vapes, hookahs, cigarettes, cigars, drugs, prescription drugs, street drugs, liquor, beer, overdoing it on the wine, food, grease, whatever everything on earth is a vice. Okay. Retail shopping, swiping, inserting, chirping, tapping. Okay. Ordering food, Uber Eats, all of that stuff is a form of addiction, because your root chakra was out of balance. Because when your root chakra gets back in alignment, you will start to be more self-sufficient. You will have this sense of courage, and your sense of survival will start to kick in. Your stamina will come back. Okay. You'll get grounded. You will start to think as a more healthier lifestyle and to kind of get off of those addictions. So now we have the foundation and achievements here because you were starting to be concerned about how you were seeing yourself. Some of you, started picking up weight. You stopped desiring intimacy. You stopped doing intimacy and started becoming celibate. Some of you started losing weight. Some of you started picking up weight. And you started seeing yourself and started really thinking and seeing yourself like, wow, I'm really drinking a lot more. I'm really doing this. I'm really doing that. So you're doing a self-evaluation. Foundation and achievement here is like the Four of Wands. Again, already right here on the table. Okay. And we had community to come out. So was this card in reverse? Yes, it was. Not feeling that level of support. Also, a member of the family could have left, whether it was this person. You could have had another family member, living with you. And this was how you became dependent on others because you started lacking in financial stability, emotions, not listening to your conscious mind, stop having the courage and the willpower. You could have just had a family member to come and stay with you, or you always had a lot of people over your house from the community, like neighbors and stuff like that, to keep you entertained. And since they were doing a lot of vices, y'all was sitting around drinking and smoking and just talk and all that stuff. And you started to see yourself like, hey, I'm getting out. This is very dramatic for me. This is something that I usually don't do. Because the community card also can be like a Five of Pentacles. You started feeling abandoned. Not only a lack of support for your own self, where you were needing to make some type of decision to get hold of that, but the lack of support from the disconnect from this other situation. It don't matter how many days, weeks, or months it was, or years, it still was left embedded into you, and it became an addictive trail. So whoever the second row is, their first card was the heart chakra. Okay, toll and labor. Like I said, this person also may be doing some type of activity, work, or at a job that they do not want to do. This also is a person who is not really putting a lot of work and effort into healing their heart. Now, the heart chakra also is a person who is can be very silent, not speaking. They suppress their emotions and expressions. They say yes, but they really mean no. That's why the toll and labor is in reverse, because they fear judgment. They fear being scorned or rejected. So either your person was very introverted or very extroverted. So I feel whoever this was, especially if they are a Cancer, they could be very, this particular person, okay, or Leo. I have Cancer and Leo here. So whoever you feel is what, okay, don't have to be their sun sign, but it can be their moon or ascendant, okay. But a Leo or a Cancer, one of those persons was introverted and one was extroverted. So whoever was extroverted was out putting a lot of work into everything and everybody and every situation. Whoever was the introvert was not putting a lot of effort into healing their heart, speaking, communicating, showing and expressing their expressions, mean what they say and say what they mean. But as they continue to work on their heart chakra here, that willpower, that expressiveness, the truth will finally come out. Okay. They also can say no. They can start to say no when needed, and they will start to talk more, sing, laugh, even be more happy. That's why it's very imperative that you stay with clearing your chakras, because when your heart chakra is clear and healed, or stays in the process of doing that, releasing baggage and hurt and anger and bitterness, okay, not wanting it to be open to express and to show love, you stop singing, you stop talking, okay? You even hold in cries. And holding in cries also can weigh heavy on your heart. So the next card they had was the solar plexus chakra, wisdom and power. This person down here have, you only had one, which was the root. Okay, whoever the top row is, a fear of trusting again. And that's very concerning to you. So this person had the solar plexus, right? And they had to clarify with the mice. Now, the solar plexus chakra is located, thank you, angels, next to the heart chakra anyway, right? And then your sacral is located up under your belly button, your lower abdomen. So the solar plexus is about somebody that could be not seeing that they don't want to come across as needy. So they don't want to open up their heart and express to you, or this can be vice versa. Okay. So the solar plexus chakra also talks about getting recognition. It's wisdom, it's power, right? Being challenged and accepting love, feeling indifference or even acting indifference. Now, the mice card is about, you see how the mice been nibbling on the fruit and the cheese? This can also be a scavenger energy where this person is scavenging through different situations and different people, through also different sexual connections with people to, how can you say it? Because they're challenged to accept love. And once they do, that's how you gain, keep, and accept your wisdom and power. That's how you exude your power out, right? That's what makes your root chakra also very strong. When you stand in your wisdom and your power and you accept things, you just don't let it stay as a challenge. Anytime you let stuff stay as a challenge, then you're not working on it. That's why the toll and labor is in reverse. You're just letting it, what you call that? What's the word you can say? You just letting it just roam free. You just letting it build up. Okay. So the rat or the mice energy is somebody that can chip away also at your trust and also at your power, because they don't even have their own wisdom and power. You have to go within, right, to understand in insight and wisdom. That's self-esteem and self-worth. Also having a sense of identity, inner strength, confidence. So the next card also was the Ace of Wands, passion ignited. And you see a little bit of yellow and green. Thank you, angels. I never paid that attention before till today. So I'm glad my angels pointed that out. You see, their cards already came up yellow and green. And this is the heart that is on fire. Passion being ignited. Now, you already know, should be, okay, what the Ace of Wands stand for, which is taking action. Okay. Also can be Mars and Aries. Going into, what do you call that? Brahani. As of July the 16th, today, up until like the first 1 or 2 weeks of August, when Mars is really being at a certain degrees, the flames, the energy now is building up. Somebody here, this bottom row, is about to take initiative. So they're finna do a checklist on getting the courage and the willpower, the solar plexus. Okay. And once they get that ignited, then they're going to take action through their heart. Now, what's the timing of that? I can't say for everybody in the world because everybody is on different timelines. If you know your mate is slow, then you know your mate is slow. If you know you slow, then you know you slow. If you know that you're really not trying to deal with this right now, you just still trying to put it on the back burner and just worry about work and finance, then this is how your heart is still going to weigh heavy. Can also be what this other person is doing, because the main female is in reverse. So whoever this bottom row is also could be leaving another relationship and or leaving different scenarios with different people that they had, okay, ignited passion with before. This also could be you, if this is a masculine on this bottom row here, that their passion is reigniting for you, where that you were the main lady, okay? You were the one that was holding unconditional love as that red rose there for them. But you learned about that too. That's why you still have message of concern, because it's the same broad right here. I'm sorry. That's the same broad. This is the same broad. She just changed clothes. Look at her hair. Okay. So they know that you had a red rose for unconditional love for them. You had the spiritual card here first. Okay. You dressed in all these different clothes right here. Mm-hmm. But see, if stuff started to get dramatic, you started closing up that top there. Okay. You released yourself as the main lady, but you still have concern for them because you do love them. You do care for them. You don't want no pain or death or anything to come to them just because they a butthole. You know what I mean? Whether they a female or a male. You know, but you know life, like I'm not going to be the one to reach out to them because you know they have work to do. You also could already know that this person was passion ignited with other people, and or probably a marriage or a single person that they were living with, baby mama or baby daddy or something. Okay. So this also can be this person, can be also same sex. This person is being ignited to want relationship. Okay. And to come out of multiple affairs and to make only one commitment. Because she's looking at y'all both are looking at each other, and this can still be a masculine. Okay. Both of y'all are kind of looking at each other like, you know, this card is saying like, thank you so much for waiting on me while I worked on myself and while I ignited my passion back, not only for you, but for their self. That's what matters. Let's not be so conceited, like you only want the person to work on themselves so they can come back to you. As spiritual and humans, we want the best for everybody, right? That's in the testimony. So you would want this person to heal and to get their stuff together and get their self right, not only for if y'all decide to get back together, but for their own spiritual experience. That's unconditional love. Not having unconditional love just so they'll come back and be in a passionate relationship with you. That's selfish. That's not part of what a spiritual union is. That's a 3D hookup and or passionate connection that you want to do. And in the hood, we call that just laying up, having fun. Because their creativity is being ignited, right? That also they can be an entrepreneur where they have not been getting any work. They haven't been having any creative ideas. They haven't been wanting to go and get a job or to do something that they love. So their passion is getting reignited for everything in their life, and that's very good for them. And that's what you should be a message of concern for, because you're working on yourself too. You don't trust nobody right now. Okay? You're working on your own survival, stamina, patience, self-sufficient, a more healthier lifestyle, maturity, responsibility. You're trying to updo your skills here. Yes, we all got a very important job to do. We sure do. But it's not our job to make anybody heal faster so that they can hurry up and be in a relationship with another person. And I'm not saying you did that, but a lot of people in this world, that's what they be concerned about, because most of their concerns be like, I wonder who they with now, you know, instead of, I wonder if they're healing. I wonder if, you know, they worked out some mental issues or some heartbreaks or getting over a loss. A lot of people don't even be concerned about that. They just be concerned about, I wonder who they sleeping with. I wonder where they at. All of that is 3D. That's not spiritual union. So intuition, Pisces energy. Okay. And they had the wealthy man. Sorry about my card, y'all. It got wet and got tore. So you know I'll be putting these cards to work. Okay. So wealthy man in reverse. We need that passion ignited for this person, especially if you want this person back in your life. Everybody don't want an ex. Now, this don't even have to be an ex. This bottom row or top row can be a new person coming towards you that you don't know. So while you're working on yourself, they're also working on their self, leaving a main female or male behind. Okay. Passion being reignited within their self, to begin and to take action with courage and willpower now. To go and to build something for their self, wealthy man. Listening now to their intuition. Because right now with the wealthy man in reverse, that's non-support financially and also emotionally, because if somebody is not financially able to kind of be there for you as support, that's going to start to work on both of y'all emotions and to bring up bitterness, anger, right? A sense of codependency, or somebody depending on you or you depending on them. So let this person work on their self. All right. So your other card was the ring in reverse, clarifying the material and spiritual prosperity. I think this is kind of like the 6 of Pentacles. Could also be the 6 of Wands. Okay. Again, Leo. So, no sturdy foundation, no relationship right now, no sense of commitment, because both of you are working on your own material and spiritual prosperity. That's why your 4 of Wands is in reverse. So even if this person was coming back to you for commitment, both of you right now is ungrounded for it. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm sorry. But that don't mean it won't change. That's just the energy for today. Okay. All right. So the next card can also be an apology coming to you, a sense of, please have sympathy for this connection. I'm not able to give you what you want. I'm not able to work on this because I'm still working on my heart and my willpower to be the person that you need and want me to be. Spiritual union, not just a physical, because y'all tried the physical before and it didn't work. So now we have the key, which is the red rose again there inside of the bird cage. Okay. You know, both of you have the key to this foundation, but I want to put out something to see who has the key. Whenever I get a key like that, I look on my cards to see a door or some type of lock and I don't see one. But the only thing I do see is that this door is open, just like this is open. So both of you will be open to this. Okay. And I really feel that both of you is going to try to understand what needs to be sacrificed. This can be the hold up between the both of you right now, that maybe they don't want to sacrifice somebody or something in their life. And it also can be you don't want to sacrifice something or somebody in your life in order for this key to be the key of success. Yeah, I don't see any more doors. Okay, top row, you got savoring pleasure. Yes, take a bath, relax, you know, do your prayers, your mantras, do lavender, rose oil, whatever you do, okay, as savoring and pampering yourself right here, making yourself feel and continue to not only feel good on the outside as a sense of pleasure and pampering, but also through spiritual work, healing. Okay. So I fully embrace bliss in my life right now. I feel, top row, that you're doing very good. You do have the root chakra in reverse, right? So some of you could be having some problems with like your teeth, your nails, spine pain right now. You also may be having some blood issues, or maybe getting some blood work done. Your feet, your legs, your knees. Okay. So you could be soaking some of those, or need to soak some of those, right? So for you, I suggest cedar wood as an oil, patchouli. Your stone would be garnet, ruby, red jasper, and bloodstone. Okay. Yoga, tribal dancing also will help to loosen up the blood circulation. Thank you, angels. Okay. In your legs, feet, and knees. Also your hips. So you need to move about. You need to get up and get moving. That will also help to ground you, whoever the top row is. Okay. All right. Color red. So, oh, their card hit the floor. They changed their mind. Hold on. So top row, I need you to wear more red. Now, if you stay in a city, country, and state where it's a lot of gangs and stuff like that, then just wear red in the house. It could be red underwear, red sports bra, socks, you know, tank top, a red bow, red lipstick, red fingernail polish, red eyeshadow. Okay, that's going to help you with grounding. Also, red apples if you're not allergic. Some type of red fruit, vegetable, beets. Well, that's burgundy, but you get what I mean. Okay. The same with them. Bottom row, you need to eat. We suggest that you eat more green apples. If you like broccoli, collard greens, spinach, what else? Cabbage, green grapes, if you like that, honeydew. Okay. Always go with the color of the fruit or the vegetable. The yellow here, banana, nana. Okay. Bananas. I got me some mangoes the other day. Also kiwi. Okay. Angels pointed out kiwi for the bottom row. Okay. What else? Yellow. Y'all help me. What's yellow? Squash. I don't know. Fruit, vegetables. You know, you can also combine these things. If you feel like you're still working on your heart, corn. Thank you, Reese. Thank you. Okay. If you feel like you also are working on your wisdom and your power, okay, and courage right now, then make a fruity. What's a fruity? You know, combine your red, green apples, banana. Don't put the corn in there. That's nasty. Okay. Mango, kiwi, Y'all know how to make that stuff. Okay. Combine you something and work on your heart and your solar plexus too. Just because you didn't get it don't mean that you don't need it. Okay. So they had the card that hit the floor was barking on an adventure. That's why they have the passion ignited. It's only beginning being ignited right now. Okay. But it hit the floor. So let me shuffle and get another one for them. So, you know, this can be a timing for some of you. For Leo season, they got 2. What made them special? Hold on. Okay, so that will be the August the 16th through September the 16th. That's Leo season for me. We're doing the Cancer right now. It's going to be different timing for everybody. What else I see? Yeah, I'm still hearing early August to late August. All right. Dwelling in truth, and letting go. So guys knew what they were doing to make that card fall and tell me that that person was changing their mind. They're not ready for this adventure. Unlike maybe you may be, okay? But they still got some stuff they need to do. First of all, they need to dwell in the truth. Okay. I can stand in the light of truth. This is what they're working on right now within and about their self, through their heart and through their courage and willpower. Their other card was letting go. I surrender joyously. I can't say that word. Joyously. Joyfully. I surrender joyfully to the ebbing and flowing of life. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay. So this person is not happy. Why they're not happy? Could be because they don't, they working on their money. Could also be wanting to buy a house or get some type of stability here. Letting go of a same old pattern I'm hearing of not listening and following their intuition. Letting go and surrendering to joy, okay, instead of not being able to stay in their courage and their willpower and utilize and express their feelings and emotions and their wisdom. This person also could change their colors, is what I hear, for other people, to get recognition from other people, to be accepted in some type of way. So they never stand in their own truth. They could be that they have to hide their own truth to be accepted by other people or a person. Okay. Healing the past is in reverse. I step into my future in strength and clarity. So this is like a tree or a root, right? Being planted and sprouting. Just like other roots was already planted, but it's in reverse. So both of you are still healing from this past situation, no matter how many days, weeks, months, years it was. Let me pull your last card. Thank y'all so much. Since we got a lot of surrendering here, let's end it with one of these. All right. Surrender obsessive thinking. Remember I just said we just talked about apples. See how that's so cool. Okay. Top row, this your card. Feeling, obsessive thinking, being very concerned about everything and everybody. When you need to be, we suggest that you savor in your own pleasure. Okay. Savor in the bliss of life. And stop the obsessive thinking. But like I said, that now that we're coming out of Gemini, Mercury's coming out of Gemini, this is going to ease up for you, top row. Okay, whoever you are. But it's going to start becoming emotional though. Okay. All right. So if you're obsessed about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Because even you're savoring pleasure, it says, I fully embrace the bliss in my life. This situation and your life is much more better than you are obsessively thinking that it's not. Yes, you may be having a challenge or being challenged about support or finance, but God has always carried you all this time, right? And most of y'all that watch my channel believe in God, but you know, around the world, YouTube have a lot of different religious denominations. Okay. But Source supplies your every today and tomorrows. That's too many, Source. I mean, I wasn't telling you, I was saying that it was too many. Ooh, and I had to check myself. I had to check myself who I was talking to. Oh, goodness. All right. Their last card. Surrender to rest and sleep, and surrender to creativity. 5th house of Leo again. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Both of y'all keep talking about solving a problem. So this could be individually, or the problem about trying to come back together for marriage, stability, moving in together, engagement, or taking something to the next level. Or, you know, even if you're separated, or maybe trying or thinking about getting a divorce, you know, that could be both of y'all needing to talk and open up the heart chakra and trust. Okay. And this person show and exude courage and willpower to you so that you can trust them again. Okay. And that can be your problem, or both of y'all got individual problems because you haven't been around. So this person is working on money and stability, and you also are working on your own foundation and achieving things in your life right now. So surrender and sleep. So to prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. You know, this person also, I feel, by not dwelling in the truth, they can't sleep. They're obsessively thinking just like you. And that's something that they need to let go so that they can rest. You know, when you don't rest, you lose wisdom and power and insight. Okay. You know, 2 or 3 hours is not enough rest to rejuvenate your body that is housing your powerful soul. Your soul, your spirit is a very powerful being, right? That's why you must nurture it, care for it, you know, eat some type of better way to help this shell of a body to house your spirit. Your spirit is very strong. That's why Source made your body very strong with bones and, you know, teeth and skull and everything like that to protect your spirit. But you need rest, whoever this bottom row is. And without the rest, you can't stand in your power because you're going to be weak. Not only physically, but mindfully. Because when you rest and sleep, you dream. When you dream, you do creativity. Ideas, right? Your intuitive sense, your conscious mind. That's when we as humans listen to our spirituality or our soul when we sleep. That's why when you wake up, a lot of times you have answers to solve your problems. Yes. All right. So y'all be very good here. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much. If I talk too fast, too slow, you can always come back and rewind it. And this don't have to be just for today. You know, remember this reading. So if this starts to play out for you, you'll know what this reading is about. Okay, you'll start to see it intuitively, right? All right, y'all be careful, be safe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.